Hi. So my name is Patriz. I'm the maid of honor.
Hi, I'm Tammy. I'm one of the bridesmaids.
Okay, so just before we start, I just want to share a culture in Dubai. I actually wrote it down. So when the maid of honor and the bridesmaids are giving the speech, you give them the loudest applause. And when it's the men's turn, you just sit and listen quietly. Okay. Yeah, I googled it. Should be legit. Okay. Okay, so I've met Pat since we were teenagers. Along with the other bridesmaids, we met in high school. So we've seen her grow from this cheerful, sometimes reckless. She had a rebel face in high school. You should ask her about it later. We've seen her grow from that to this just overall wonderful person. She's our ray of sunshine. She's also the adventurous one. She's probably seen more of the Philippines than some of us that actually live here.
And she's been to 23 countries. A lot of them she's experienced for the first time with Mo.
Yeah, one time we went on a 10-hour bus ride to see the rice terraces. 10 hours, guys, in a bus. My butt never recovered from that trip. I'm still trying to grow it back. Um, but yeah, that's the thing. It was well worth it. That's the thing about Pat. She enjoys the journey and the little things as much as the important ones. And you could actually tell by how she talks with the people around her how appreciative she is of the little moments. That's why she's blessed with a good set of family and friends, and of course, that guy over there, Mo.
I first met Mo in Dubai during a visit with Pat. She was excited to introduce me to him, and I was excited to meet this man who she kept talking and talking and talking about. I found out that he was competitive, but Mo, I still maintain I didn't cheat that time in billiards. Okay? He was funny and sweet to Pat and her family. Actually, I saw him put his arm around Tita one time and make her giggle like I've never seen her giggle before. I don't know if you remember this, Tita. And that was what won me over more than anything. Oh. During another visit to Dubai, Pat and I were talking about relationships in general. I still remember that moment. We were on a bridge or something in Dubai Miracle Garden. I don't know if you remember, Pat. And I asked her if she saw a future with Mo, if this was serious and she could really see them settling down. I asked if she had any doubts. And she said, I don't remember what she said exactly, but I just remember that feeling amazed about how someone could be so sure about a relationship. But that's always Pat. She's always been sure about what she wants. And I can't believe that all these years later, we're finally here.
Yeah. Mo, I've met him a couple of years ago here in Boracay in one of their many travels together. I used to live here. Some of you might know that already. I try to bring it up every opportunity I get. But yeah, it was a long time ago, but it was memorable for me, not only because I didn't know I could converse in English for 3 hours straight, but also because I've got nothing but good vibes of Mo from that meeting. And it says a lot. You know, when I look at them, they make sense. They're good for each other. And it says a lot because it was the first meeting.
When Pat first told me her engagement story, I instantly thought that it was the most Pat thing ever. Not a cliche proposal in a restaurant, not something super cheesy, but something that connected to both of them as a couple, and just them as people. A proposal after a tiring, sweaty, cardio-filled bike ride? Who does that? You can't get me to do cardio. But it's perfect for them, Mo does that, and it's perfect for Pat and for their relationship. After doing something they loved doing together, Mo asked her to spend the rest of their lives together, and Pat, who has always been a strong, confident person who always knows what she wants, said yes. I remember when she told me the story over a video call, the look on her face, the absolute sureness in her voice while she talked a mile a minute. As you know, Pat can talk hours and hours and hours when she's happy. And all I could think about was how Pat, someone who is never not smiling, seemed to smile brighter than I've ever seen before.
So a number of my friends are married already, and I feel like it's my responsibility as their friend to, leading up to the wedding, to ask them how they're doing. Are they sure about it? There are no divorces in the Philippines. But with Pat, we never really had that conversation, only because I never feel like there's a need for me to ask her. I know she's more than 100% sure in marrying Mo. This is probably the easiest decision she's ever made in her life.
Mo and Pat, you've been together for so long, but there are many more discoveries and adventures to make. So, good luck on this next phase of your adventure together.
May it be living on an island in the future. Pat told me to say that to convince you to consider island life. So maybe, yeah, in the future. But yeah, just always trust each other and be there for one another. And even when it's difficult, especially during difficult times. So yeah, you guys got this. You've been together for so long, and this marriage thing, easy. You got it, guys. Congratulations. Congratulations to the both of you. We all love you. We're here for you. And yeah, cheers. You know what na? Pucha.
Gusto ko,
Cheers. Remember the culture? Loudest applause.
gusto ko yung last part
Thank
there.
you.
Give it up, give it up. Yeah, for Maurice and Tammy right there. Let's do one quick photo with the three Tres Marias right here. Let's go, girls. Have one quick photo. There we go. Can we have Mo right here on set? Of course, Mo. And speaking of culture, Maurice, it's now high time to choose 5 Filipinos to take a little shot right there. There we go, 5 Filipinos. Give it up to Jocelyn, everybody. Everybody say Tagay. Tagay! There you go. Give it up for Maurice and Tammy, everybody. All right, next stop right here.
Hi everyone. So for those who don't know me, I'm Sonia. I'm Mo and Patriz's friend of 9 years. And also their third wheel. I've been third wheeling them for the past 9 years. So I'm going to give you a few snippets about their life. So I met them on my first job when I moved to Dubai. And I got introduced Mo for the first time. And I saw him and I was like, this guy seems so nice, has a puppy dog face, so sweet. And then he opened his mouth. Unfortunately. Patriz was a whole different ballgame. So I got introduced to Patriz, and every time I'd pass by her desk, I'd see her eating. All the time. Morning, evening, night, she had food in her mouth. She had a drawer with like goodies for food. So I connected her through the soul. I was like, this girl is my soul connection. And as you know, the saying goes, misery loves company. And we were miserable in our jobs. So we found each other in solace and found friendship. So around that time, when they started dating in secret and they were willing to finally tell everyone about it, Patrice comes to me and Patrice is like, Sonia, and she's in a very happy state, if you know what I mean. She comes to me and is like, Sonia, I have to tell you something. I'm dating Mo. And I'm like, oh my God, that's really unfortunate. And yet, here they are, 9 years later. They're married. Wow. Guys, from traveling with you, to seeing the world with you, to third wheeling you, to our game nights, to our movie nights with Mo, you picking the shittiest movies every single time, to having to accept you guys. I'm so grateful that I've got to have the 9 years with you, and to see you get married, and to spend the rest of your life with you, since I'm your third wheel for life. But I wish you all the happiness, and congratulations. I love you guys.
Yes, you right there. And of course, Mo. There we go. Hopefully, Mo, this time you could pick the wackiest of movies. All right? Hopefully. All right, Sonia, time to pick them poison. Yeah, 2 more. Get some shot right here, Joe.
Come on, Nikki.
The gentleman and Sonia. There you go. All right, as our ancestors.
So, hi. Hello, guys. How's everybody doing? You're all right? Woo! Yeah? That's great. Okay. So, first of all, thank you so much for having us. It's very beautiful. So jealous of you guys. It's a really gorgeous country. Yeah. So I guess I have to tell a little story time. So around 16 years ago, I think, right? I go to university. It was the first night. And I ran into a few of guys in my dorm, in my like housing facility. There was this really awkward, long-haired white boy. Like we called you Rifai, because that's his last name. And I remember it really well. I didn't really like you, bro. Like, seriously. But yeah, like we got to spend some time together, and then I got to really like know you really well. Just a nice guy, easygoing, sometimes. Sometimes we got a brick wall. Gotta. Didn't speak much Arabic for an Arab guy, unfortunately, and I didn't speak much English at the time, if you remember. And so we had to communicate. But we got there, and eventually we became really, really close friends. Yeah, he would always come to me with like weird stories with girls. So I was like, sure, look at this guy's, yeah. And then one night, or one day, he came up to me. He's like, bro, I met this girl at work. I was like, no, bro, you should not meet with girls at work. That's not okay. You should not do that. But yeah, it's like, yeah, she's really smart. She's just like, it's really cute. She plays tennis. You play tennis, right? Yeah, she plays tennis. She's really good. And yeah, I was like, okay, cool, bro. I'm thinking there was going to be one of those stories. I met a girl and it's gone. And yeah, eventually I got to meet you, Patriz. And you were cute, which was good. A bit squeaky, a bit high-pitched voice. Gave me some ear trouble over the years. Can we do that? Can we do that for a second? So guys, every time I call Mo on the phone and Patrice is in the background, this is what I hear.
Hi,
Instant deafness, just gone. Yeah, and I really wish you guys the best of luck. I mean, it really works. It's been 9 years, and it's been really like wholesome to see you guys get from there to here. And yeah, I would like to thank you, Patrice, for taking care of our boy. Please continue to do so. He's really precious. And yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Right.
Go ahead. There you go. And quick question A, are you allowed to pick drinkers tonight? No, yeah, definitely no. Definitely, that's a big no. There you go. Thank you so much. Give it up for, that's how you do a proper stand-up. Give it up. Mickey right there, everybody. Thank you so much, Mick. Let's have one quick photo before you became famous. There you go. There you go. There you go. Thank you so much, Mick. Well done, buddy. Well done, well done, well done, well done. There you go. Thank you so much. Anyway, that life has to offer. Go ahead, guys. The bigger the slice, the bigger the blessing. Perfect. And I believe you got Tony Pet right there getting ready to cut the cake as well and serve it to you guys. Go ahead, Mo and Pat. There you go. Can we have the groom to serve, please, our dear young lady? And of course, ladies and gentlemen, one's to rain. One for your wife, sir. Beautiful, beautiful. Time to share it together. Ready, go. Woo! Oh my God. There you go. And for your husband, madam. And you know one thing which is sweeter than a cake, you know that, right? It's one sweet kiss, guys. Here we go. Such mula. Oh my God, fantastic. Give it up for our couple, everybody.
Salamat. Ahsantum. Assalamu alaikum. So first to start, before everything, we'd like to welcome and a special thank you to all the mothers. Mother here, mother there, thank you all for coming. It's been a long trip. It's very nice to see you all here. I was supposing to prepare a speech, but I'll let you know a little bit about me. I am the youngest brother for 10 years. And then I had all the toys, I had all the attention, life was good. And then he comes along. And no more toys, no more attention. Someone's always taking the TV, taking the couch, taking all that. But I learned very quickly there are some valuable lessons. When you see someone who is younger, sweeter, weaker, it's very easy to take advantage. Okay? You make him get all the toys, you make him do all the work, you blame him for all the problems. And that was the tradition for a very long time, until Patrice came along. And then Patrice comes along, and all of a sudden, Mohammad feels that if he lies down on the couch, someone will actually come and cover him with a blanket. He's no longer getting a kick off the couch. when he's late for lunch, he comes down and actually someone kept his food warm for him. He no longer comes down and finds, where's my food? Here. Here. So, Patrice, I know you gave him so much love, and that was very beautiful of you. But we made your job way, way easier. Well, not much left. For me, there's a tradition in this family. I am, like I said, number 3. But I have to pass on to the rock and the foundation of the family. The one who is most important here, the one who holds the family together, and the one that brings us all here. Please, the best of welcome to the older, the wiser, Samah.
All right, I'm gonna stand over here so you don't have to stare at my ass. So I am the older and wiser brother, and I promise 2 things. That first of all, I'm not gonna swear, I already broke that. And I also said that I'm not gonna give anyone advice in this speech. But I'm also not very good at keeping my promises, because apparently my advice is not always welcome. But before I start, I have to say, like, I'm very proud of my brothers. Because usually, as Hussein said, in our family, I'm the one who gets yelled at, and we all yell at each other. But today, I saw a brother writing vows, like beautiful vows. And Patrice, yours were really good, but his were, he put a Zoolander joke in there. I saw the other brother like lead a whole orchestra with his own voice, without any music. And then let's give him. And then I saw him give a very nice speech and actually acknowledge his older brother. So I'm very touched now. So it's raining, so I'll try not to take too long, but I have a long speech prepared in my head. My head can fill a lot of stuff, but I'll try not to go too long. So let me tell you a bit about myself first, a little bit about my brother, and a little bit about Patrice, and I'll close it with this, okay? Yeah. So if you pay attention and you're not on your phone, I'll talk faster, because I'm good at doing that too. Yeah. So my name's Samah. I'm 11 years older than Mohammad. I live in California now with my dog. So if you have any marriage advice, you can talk to my mom. She'd love to hear that from you. And I was born in Abu Dhabi in the same hospital Mohammad was born in. And you too? Okay. And right, I think I mentioned I live in California, and I've lived all over the world, and I'll keep the stories for after. So I'll tell you a bit about Mohammad when he was born. I'm definitely his second favorite brother. No, most or second? What would you say? Second favorite? Yeah. All of you are my favorite. Okay, because I protect him from the beatings that Hussein just mentioned. And I also, even though I'm older and wiser, enjoy cartoons and silly things. So the things we used to love to do when we were kids is sit down and watch stupid cartoons, and we would repeat them to each other. So I think he started liking me a bit more until he grew up a little bit. And I'll tell you a few things about him. He's very competitive. Some people mention that, because the first thing you do when you get a younger brother and you have 3 boys is you play heavy music and you put the PlayStation on. And that's why, I don't know if you noticed what he played in the list today, like all of that crazy songs, that comes from us. Yeah. And then he started playing Sega with us, and he started beating me. And I was like, shit, this guy's actually smart. Sorry, I swore again. And then this is where he's competitive, because if you beat him, he will not stop or let you go until he plays. And he will sit down and he's like, shut up and play until he beats you. The second thing is he's quite ambitious, because like Hussein mentioned, all the toys went to him. So he was also a little bit spoiled. Like, I swear, we had a room in our house that was full of his toys. And then he would walk in the room, he's like, no, I don't have the toy I want. And then my mom and dad would go buy it for him. So he has got some good ambition. And he was really good at sports too, because I watched him play basketball and soccer. And that's why, because all of us are terrible at sports. Like, I'm the most athletic, but you know, we're not good at any sports. He plays good soccer and good basketball. And I said, oh man, we might actually have a star in the family. And then he went to high school. And I don't know what happened there. The hair got longer, the grades went down. I remember in his last year, he had like the record detentions in his, sorry man, but he had like 60 detentions in a year. So then I was talking to my dad, because I'm responsible a bit for my brothers. I said, I was working on rigs at the time. I was like, he's a goner. Just send him to the rigs for me, and then I'll take care of him. We'll put him on the rigs, we'll do some manual labor, and he'll be good. Okay? Then he went to university. And then he went to university, and then he became really good. He actually started studying, getting good grades, and marketing. No, not very good grades. He failed ethics. I remember that, because I'm like, who fails? But he actually is doing really well. And then I found out after a bit, especially after meeting all his friends, that that's where some of the good influence is coming from. You know, guys from Amr, Ivan, I don't know, but you know, some of the other guys. And then he started getting better, and we'd have good conversations together. And he's like, shit, yeah, there's hope, there's hope. And then he graduated, and he got a job. Okay, and I'll go through the timeline a bit quicker now. And then what happens in my family is that people come to my house every year or two. Like, we see each other once a year because I'm a very good cook. I'm very humble also, and I make some mean cocktails, and I give very good advice. So he comes to me almost every year, and we spend time together. And every year he would come, he gets a little bit wiser, and he starts saying things. And it's like, man, like, what's happening to my brother? Like, he's becoming really wise and mature. Oh shit, it's raining now. I got it. Sorry. So I'll tell you this. He mentioned one time. Okay, can I keep going or should we move? Yeah, he mentioned one time that he met this girl. I kind of did it in passing, and then after a few years, I'll accelerate. He's like, no, I met this girl, and it's serious. And her name is Patriz. So I gave him the same advice I gave all my brothers. I'm okay. I was like, okay, are you sure? And he said, yes. I said, because make sure like she's the right one. And the second thing I said, I only go to one wedding, so really make sure she's the one, because I'm not going to any other weddings. And the third thing I said, if she's pregnant, hurry the fuck up. and then I planned to go to the wedding, and then I went to Dubai, and that was the first time I met Patrice. Because I don't talk on the phone a lot. That's one other thing I like to text, and if I'm talking to you on the phone, it's because there's a problem. So I met Patrice in Dubai, and I'll tell you the things I learned about Patrice. Oh, honestly. Okay. So stay with me, guys. I'm sorry, my speech is gonna get ruined by the rain, but I have to tell you this stuff. It's better. Okay, you guys still with me?
Yeah.
All right, good. So here's the only bad thing Patrice did. She let Mohammad buy the mattress for me to sleep on. Okay, because I'm a very tall guy, and he bought the mattress. So I'm 6'2". He bought a mattress that's like 5'5", and it's the thickest mattress I've ever slept on. And they put it in the living room, and I slept with cats for a week before I came here. That's the only bad thing she got. But then I started getting to talk to Patrice. I saw how she treated my mom, like my mom. I saw how she treated Mohammad. And she's very, very cultured, and she impressed me with all her food choices. And I felt so good being there that I gave her advice right away. Remember, Patrice? We sat down, and I was like, yeah, here's what you got to do. And Muhammad's like, yeah, that's my brother, I'm sorry. But the most important thing I'll tell you is I've seen my brother with peace and tranquility around her. And I knew when I saw that this is the right woman for him. I also, like I mentioned before, which is very important to me, how she treats my mom. And even though I was sleeping on a mattress with cats, I felt like I was at home. I'm very uncomfortable sleeping on other people's beds, and I really felt, and she made me feel like I was at home. And that made me super happy. And especially after meeting everyone and the friends. Okay, I'll wrap this up quickly. So I'll say this. Holy shit. The final thing I'll say. Patrice, quickly, thank you very much for making my brother a much better man. Thank you for being part of the family. And you're welcome to the family. You're always welcome in California. You'll have a bed with no cats. Mohammad, I'm very proud of you. You know, we don't express love a lot in our culture. We just express anger and confusion, but I love you. I'm very, very proud of you. And I'm proud of the choices you've always made. And to my mom, thank you very much for raising us. And to all my brothers, and especially to Maria and, what's your dad's name? Your dad, Jonathan. Your dad's name. Nathaniel, sorry. To Maria and Nathaniel, thank you. And to everyone, I'll just say cheers to peace and tranquility, and thank you very much.
Everybody, thank you so much, bro. That's the great thing about us, bold guys. Why don't we just drink all over our face? You know what I mean? Anyways, for everyone's safety and to continue more in the enjoyment, ladies and gentlemen, and of course later on we get to listen to the wonderful father of our dear bride. Shall we continue this on the ballroom?
We are gathered here today to celebrate something truly magical. Yes! Yes! Something so rare and wonderful, it must be celebrated. And of course, I'm talking about the open bar. Get your drinks there. Yes. There comes a time in everybody's life, a time when, they find their true love and take a step to come together. And that time came in Mohammad's life 10 years ago. But of course, Mohammad never does anything on time. So 10 years later, thank you, Mohammad, for finally fucking proposing. Damn, man. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Migdad and I used to work with Mo. We're business associates. For me to be bestowed with this honor at giving a speech at his wedding means two things. Number one, he wanted somebody that knows him for a long time and that has been a part of his life since the beginning. And number two, that guy cancelled, so he stuck with me. Look at Patriz, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't she stunning? She's looking gorgeous tonight. Give it up for Patriz. Stunning. Stunning. You truly deserve the best husband in the world. Somebody that cares about you, loves you, supports you, no matter what you do. And lucky for Mo, you haven't met him yet. As the two of you lovebirds embark upon a life together, I need to give you a few warnings, Patrice, Yeah. Mo will not remember most things. Don't be surprised when he forgets birthdays and anniversaries. Because when Mo flew down to attend my wedding, he walks up to my wife, the bride, and says, "Who are you?" She's the bride, bro. In fact, I'll tell you a story. The ring that you're wearing tonight, we had a part to play. Because Mo took us to Golden Diamond Park, in Dubai. And he asked for the most expensive ring because he wants to give it to the love of his life. The most expensive ring. We went to Tiffany, we went to Cara, we went to the most expensive stores in Dubai. We didn't find it. So he bought your ring on Alibaba.com. 70 dirhams, best bargain, number one. Amazing. All jokes aside, I've spent 3 years, 8 hours a day of my life with this imbecile. 8 hours a day. I'll tell you something, honestly, there are only 3 things he spoke about. Game of Thrones, MMA, and you. So this guy loves the hell out of you. 3 things, that's it. MMA, you saw this fight? Oh, Game of Thrones. Oh, Patrice, I love this girl so much. That's it. Just these 3 things. And for more, I've got a couple of pieces of advices for you as well. Hold on and hold on hard. Otherwise, you'll be holding on to yourself the rest of your life, bro. And always remember, no matter what you do for Patrice, no matter how much you love her, no matter how much you give, no matter how much you do, you will never be half as important as her water bottle. So remember that. So let's raise a toast for this beautiful Palestinian and Filipino couple tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yes! Mixed cultures coming together. And it's so gorgeous because it's 2 cultures coming together, but both of them will never get a US visa. That's my time. You guys have been fucking amazing.